Hello to all of you Baldur's Gate 3 fans. It is good to be back making a video, although this video is not really that important, but maybe it's important to some of you. But it's Baldur's Gate 3 news, so let's talk about it. Nothing too crazy here today. Well, actually, that's subjective. But telling you up front, there's no crazy news or anything like that. But Larian Studios did release community update number 36, a very moddy Christmas, and I'm going to go over it in today's video. Chapter markers below, but let's go ahead and start off first with, where's my webcam? Hey, the studios of Larian being nominated for the Game Awards, not the Game of the Year, but for Best Community Support, and I'll have a link down to this down below if you guys want to cast in your vote. Now, when I initially saw this, my honest reaction was like, this is kind of dumb, as Baldur's Gate 3 is an offline RPG, and 2.5 years later, why is it getting community support awards? Like bugs, fixing bugs and stuff like that, that should be mandatory for people that have bought a product. The product should work. And then I remembered, this is the year that Larian released 12 new subclasses for free. They took the success of Baldur's Gate 3, and instead of trying to get more out of us, they gave back to us for free. And you don't see that too often in this industry, especially these days. Most studios, if they experience extra success, that goes into their investors, etc. Larian pulled the most pro-consumer move we've seen in a decade, and that deserves the nomination, in my opinion. And hopefully they win. I mean, I don't know much about these other games, so not a big deal if they don't win, but I'm happy to see them nominated. I think they do deserve it with that 12 subclass release for free. Okay, but back to the community update. We're also reminded that full crossplay support and photo mode came with that patch earlier this year. Now, for those of you guys that are unaware, most of you should be aware by now, Larian has been doing weekly streams over on their Larian channel from Hell channel. They also do some videos over here as well, but weekly consistent streams where Aoife Wilson, the senior communications director for Larian, basically plays Baldur's Gate 3 and has some devs on as guests, and they talk about the game, etc. But the community update here is telling us that they're doing a special 4-hour honor mode stream on December 3rd at 2 p.m. GMT, which would be 9 a.m. Eastern, and Aoife is going to be doing a challenge run. I mean, honor mode is already a challenge, but there's going to be some sort of special circumstance here where every death will mean a new challenger will try their might. Nothing says Christmas cheer like Merkel obliterating your existence, as my gran always said. Now, all the way down at the bottom of this article, we have some statistics, some numbers here, and this is the mod numbers. And as you can see, 350 million mod downloads for Baldur's Gate 3. These are official ones. This isn't even including Nexus mods, which there are a crap ton of downloads over there. And then we also have 10K mod uploads. So people, mod authors, using the official system here to create official mods that can be downloaded and viewed right off of Baldur's Gate 3, the application itself. Now, the rest of the update here is showcasing some mods that have been around. Some have been around for a little while, others are more new, but we have examples of several really interesting, cool mods that may actually make you want to come back and try a few things. Now, the cool thing that Larian does here is that at the bottom of the article, there's a link so you can download the entire collection of these mods that I'm about to go over and show you guys right now, so you don't have to necessarily try to find every single one. The first mod on showcase is Bunny's Gate 3 by 0IML, and basically this puts a bunch of bunnies, 126 to be exact, plus 3 top secret special bunnies into the game in different places that you can go and find. So that's pretty cute and kind of a little terrifying too. And then we have the Pool Floaties mod, which, as you can see, Will has a pool floaty on his head, which just adds a little bit of silliness to the game. This is by author Baldur, and there's actually 4 different ones here. As you can see, they look different. You have the ability to dye them, and they come with their own unique stats. And combined with the floaty mod, we have the Egg Magic Clownify mod by Bugby128, which adds a bunch of cantrips into the game that apply clown makeup to your character's face. Pretty silly when you combine it with the floaty mod. Next up, I'll let you see for yourself, Wither's Big Naturals by Maybe Adam. This mod has quite a few downloads. Interesting. I see what you guys are doing. This next one is actually super cool, and it's called the Car Wild Shape mod. by WA_Rook or Rouk. And yeah, you get a wild shape into a car ability here. And let's go ahead and see it in action.
Stay where you are.
And it can drive around and actually run opponents over. The car wild shape mod, folks. This one is the Handsome Astarion mod by Frost, FRO5T. And yeah, you got Astarion. I don't know if I would consider that handsome, but hey, we all like what we like. So if you're into that, get a little romance going. Up next is the all-rounder owlbear beanie. I think Larian made this, but then mod author Chunyu actually added a bunch of extra little enchantments here to buff the crap out of your character if you don't really care about balance. Most of us don't really these days. And as you can see, the entire team has their owlbear beanies on. It's pretty cute for the holiday season. This next one is two mods, Such a Tease, a Raphael redressing mod, and Raphi Meow. Yeah, as you can see, Kari Matcha is the one that made the Rapha Meow cat ears. And then mod author Nick Jimma made it so Raphael's collar will be unbuttoned in his true Cambion form, as you can see right here. Attention to detail. Now, time for the best mod of them all, Dino Scratch by Chunyu. And yeah, as you can see, we have some adorable dinosaur pajamas for Scratch. He is pretty cute in that. This brings us to the Plasma Weapons Dark Set by author Skirby. And this mod offers giant, dangerous, glowing swords to swing around, plus an array of other designs and themed clothing. So as you can see, that is super cool right there, especially for you Star Wars fans out there. And we have another mod by Skirby called Vintage Firearms Pack. And yeah, this is Gale with a gun. I love this. I'm going to have to try a run with guns here soon. I know Morgana Evelyn has a few out there as well that I want to check out. Let's watch that again. Multi-shot, 3 to 8 damage. It's like magic missile. But if we take a look at the actual page here, as you can see, look, you have the shotgun, dual wielding. It's a pretty funny, clever mod. And we can't leave out Bald Gate 3 by WA_Rouk or Rook. And yeah, this makes all companions and other surprise important NPCs bald. So yeah, shout out to all my bald peeps out there. You guys are awesome. And last but certainly not least, we have Evelyn's Monarch Grenade Launcher mod.
Grenade launcher?
Watch their bodies when it actually goes off. Completely destroyed 2 blood guts piles right there. And I actually didn't know if this was commissioned by Morgana Evelyn, a fellow Baldur's Gate 3 content creator, but then I read the description and I was like, yeah, I don't even have to message her. I know this is absolutely hers. So because it says sweetheart right here, which is what Morgana says all the time. But yeah, super cool, simple grenade launcher with changeable ammunition types, and there's 3 rarity versions, each with increasing rarity, having another extra skill, rapid fire and nuke. How funny is that? That's great, man. That's combine this with a gun mod and you're playing a different game. And yeah, that's basically it for the community update here. Like I said, there's no major news or anything on Larian's next project. Sven does have a little video here that he put out, or Larian put out on the channel from hell, but he basically just talks about you know, the numbers that I just talked about and says Merry Christmas. So nothing too crazy going on there. But thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, sometimes I hesitate if I want to do videos on things that aren't like big news, but I just miss covering Baldur's Gate 3. And it's been a while, certainly. There's a few reasons why I don't cover it as much anymore. One, it's, of course, I feel a little burned out from the game. I don't want to play it all the time. That's just how I am with a lot of RPGs. But two, you know, I'm working for the longevity of my channel, and covering a variety of games, even if it means less views in many cases, I think is good for the longevity and long run of my channel. But of course, I probably will be starting up my solo run again here sometime soon, because I'm starting to feel the BG3 itch a little bit again. But whatever Larian does next, I will be all over it with all the updates, the lore videos, all that good stuff. So great to see some of you guys again, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.